Okay, Mango Vanda and everyone, this is my trailer reaction to The Death of Snow White, starring Sanai Lautis, Chelsea Edmondson. I do not know any of these actresses, but let us check this out.
Every time I come here, I feel reborn.
You have seen this story.
Take this.
But never like this. Ooh, this is sword and sorcery shit. I mean, this like
child.
My brother's grim.
Mirror
Dig it.
hanging on the wall.
Who is the fairest woman of all?
I would sacrifice all I have
Yeah.
for all I love.
Bring me one of Snow White's little friends.
What are the huntsmen doing out here?
Dwarves. They are protecting
Snow White and the Huntsman were
The
also
dwarves.
great.
Have they all gone mad?
They do appear to be quite mad.
Wow, the dwarves are gonna kick ass. I love it when the dwarves kick ass.
You will die today, Snow White!
Only in theaters. Something like this?
Are a plague child,
Like a beef way. It's okay.
And I will steal your last breath.
Snow White. The death of Snow White.
Well, that was vile.
In theaters this Friday. I'm not gonna go see it, but this looks very cool to me, you know, for like a direct-to-video thing. I think when they say in theaters, very limited release, you know, there are movies like this and the movies like Conclave, for example. You know, everyone, it makes big news when something like, okay, I guess I'll say Snow White because that's a thing where a lot of people are, there's articles, they lost 200 million and it's so expensive and they didn't make a lot of money. Or another, like another Marvel movie, you know, that's, I guess that just didn't do well. Just pick one of the later ones that didn't do well. I don't know, Madam Web or Venom, Craven, you know, any one of those, Morbius, some of the others. Even In the Mouth of Madness, I heard didn't do all that well, maybe, or was kind of in the middle. But people talk about those ones, but what about something like this? This one is not going to make 200 million, 500 million, a billion. It's not going to, you know, but yet it makes it. And, you know, this movie was made for the love of people that like this kind of stuff, you know, this different kind of take on Snow White, or, you know, a unique idea and just something crazy and taking a chance on something, and it makes it into theaters. You know, take a look at things like Army of Darkness, you know. But then what about the Conclave, right? Or it was just called Conclave, that movie Conclave, with Ralph Fiennes, Stanley Tucci, John Lithgow, right? All them people. That one makes as much as Avengers Endgame. That seems like I watched it and it's you know, okay, it's cool, you know, it's fine. Not my most favorite thing. It's slow pace. It's the inner workings of inside what to go through when choosing the Pope, and, you know, ballots and taking a vote and things like that. That's what it's about. But I can't see that one making 500 million, you know, $700 million in the theater, yet no one complains and everyone praises it. So I just don't understand that. So if something like this is going to be in theaters, even though limited run, then, and it's not going to get any like shit or anything like that and people ripping on it, then they should treat it the same way for something like Disney's Snow White. Who cares about what the Rachel Zegler thing? If that Snow White film, the Rachel Zegler version, came out 20 years ago, or in the 90s, and she said what she said, it still would do tremendously well in theaters. Think about the ones that were kind of mediocre in the 90s, the animated stuff, right? and I still love them though. But the ones that were considered mediocre still did well. Things do badly now or perform greatly because of the internet and what the people say. When people rip on something, that's what influenced people not to go to the theater and see the Disney, Snow White or Morbius or whatever other movie out there. Why people get ripped on a lot more. People like Amber Heard. Again, don't take this as what I'm saying as, oh, he's on the side of this. Sure, I'm on the side of just treat everyone, they don't deserve to get ripped on this badly. There's fault on both sides, kind of thing, is what I'm trying to say. Johnny Depp is not completely innocent either, that sort of thing. That's all I'm trying to say. There's no need to go overboard with death threats, with these people. So if these things came out in the 90s or 20, 25 years ago, it would perform very, very well. It's because of what is said here on the internet that caused people to be like robots and not see movies, not to see that film, or it directs people in a certain way. I don't like that. Anyways, that's my thoughts on this. Look very, very cool. Sorry for the little rant there, and see you.